Hello, this is Robert Hill.
And this is Azucena Guzman.
And we are very pleased to be doing a review on an electronic learning resource that is going to deal with a very exciting topic called pragmatics in Spanish. This website is primarily dealing with pragmatics in the Spanish language, in language in general. Just quickly, the website is well made for navigation. You have a taskbar above here with the home, the value for the learner, the teacher, researchers, identifying what level of language acquisition I am at, and acknowledgments. And on the left, as well as below here, the 8 different key categories within pragmatics or real-life situations that they're going to deal with. Now, what I really like is that in the beginning, on the home page, they give you an introduction to what pragmatics is for those who are unfamiliar or need to learn more about it. If you enter into this, it's going to first tell you a bit about pragmatics. Then it's going to allow you to reflect and respond, how you feel and what you think about pragmatics. Then it gives you a little bit about what you're going to learn to do with pragmatics, and there's actually a whole section that you could spend quite a bit of time on. It's interactive. I'm flipping through different activities that you could be doing to learn about pragmatics, but we won't take too long on that. Then they give you, for the students, this is a section for learners to look at. It's going to tell you what level you should be at, which would be any level. Primarily, there's more for the higher levels, but for any level, what you're going to need, how to navigate. It gives you more on pragmatics. Spanish-speaking community, if this is going to help you in all communities or not, which, you know, in general, it's obviously going to increase your competence. Why it's written in English, which was very interesting. They found that it would be most valuable if in English learning Spanish for the most people. How to use the language clips. So they do the same thing for teachers. They give application, how you're actually going to use it and implement it in the classroom, how it's going to be valuable for communicative needs of your students, what's different between this site and regular instruction, and again, what's my level. This is going to be a very valuable section, I believe. So it actually breaks down section by section, which is very important to know because there are 8 key sections of real-life situations that they're going to teach you all about, how to interact, how to use pragmatics in those real-life situations. And then it gives you the different levels of language acquisition, from novice to intermediate to advanced, and the smaller subcategories within those. And so, for example, with compliments, this website is going to work well for all levels. But for another example, for apologies, it's not going to work so well for your novice, the low to mid level, or your low level, but more for the mid to high intermediate and the advanced. So I think this was very valuable for the user especially, and the teacher, to know who it's going to work best for and which section is going to work best for which student. So now Azucena is going to take a moment and guide us through one of these 8 different categories. They've shown us visually very well what they are, called requests.
I'm going to go over the section of request with you, which is right here. And in this part we have, first we have what is a request, as you can see here. Then we have examples of requests. We have different examples, so you can just click in one video.
Un favor, fíjate que tengo un problema muy grande. Necesito que me prestes un libro. Necesito ponerme a estudiar porque si no, no paso la materia.
So as you can see, that's an example of a request. And here you have another one, so you just click play and you see an example. Same thing here. In the bottom, we have a different how people communicate the request. What is the ways they request, they make the request. In the bottom, we have more information about what is a request as well. Then we keep going for the same request activities, and we have some examples some situations of how to make requests. So in here, they explain to you the situation, and then you ask the question in Spanish of the request. Here you have the opportunity to put in a question of your own, and then more in the bottom you have the chance to see again the video and check your question that you made. And then here it gives you the opportunity to compare your question that you put here in the top with what they are asking in the video. So here you give your comments about it. All these are like activities for you to practice. Then you move on to the same activities, and then you have more options. For this part, you have some strategies to make requests, and then here you have the request strategies. So you click in here in that and to begin, and here you have again more learning and performance strategies. Like, me puedes prestar el libro, me podría ayudar con la tarea, different questions that you can make when you do request. More activities, videos to request on it, gives you again the opportunity to put it in, and you keep going, and same thing, it's more like practice. It's pretty clear in giving you the instructions in English, and then you can have to practice in Spanish. So you go through all this, it's just practice, more videos. And then it's more a reflection about the request. Then you go to the bottom again in here, and then it keeps you going on with more practices. You have in here the important social factors of it, more information, where the factors focus on. You have social, more, if you press in social distance, you have more videos. So technically they are more like about videos and thinking about it. So you make requests. Here you have rank of imposition, which are more videos, and then you reflect on them. You give your answers. As I said, practice. Then in here you go to dialects, variation. So you here you have 3 options, different dialects. If you click on it, you have the chance to see again more videos and put more answer to those videos in Spanish. So same thing. So you have different for this one. So you have different options, and then in here we have summary requests. So technically, based on what you learn, you make again requests based on the videos you watch and the practice you did. And that's technically what you do for all of